And before we get this video started, I want you just to have a look at this little metaphor for the England football team. What goes up must inevitably come down. What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Warzone Ramblings, although this could technically be considered a writing things, and today we're going to be discussing the writing and the choices that have gone into season 4 of The Boys. For any of you who have not seen The Boys, it is a political satire, comedy, action, drama. It's hard to actually define what genre it goes into. It is a very well loved show, particularly with season 1 being so strong. It follows more of a brutal aspect of the world of superheroes, and it follows a group of vigilantes who go around killing superheroes who abuse their powers. And it's always been a very political, left-leaning show, doing what it can to mock the right side of the political spectrum. And for someone who apolitical as me, I don't really care. It is funny to laugh at, but when it comes to mocking the left side, they do it so toothlessly. But again, I don't really care. I've mentioned before, I will laugh at anything as long as it's funny. And up until now, The Boys has always been on point when it comes to delivering whatever political satire it's trying to get across. But with season 4, they have absolutely taken it way to the extreme of where even someone like me, to put it into context, they've made a few decisions at the beginning of season 4 which I didn't care about. A lot of people were screaming they were made it woke, in terms of they put one of the characters, Frenchie, in a homosexual relationship, but that was always referenced his sexuality, that he was not just a straight heterosexual male. So I don't understand what people were moaning about them. But what the writers have done for this season is they've taken some political, want to hit in on the right, taking whatever jabs they can. It is funny. But then they come in with some stuff just out of nowhere, which is just so forced. And it made someone like me, my eyes roll so far into the back of my fucking head that I could pretty much see the label on my fucking underpants. It wasn't even on the nose, it was just an in your face. It even felt like a fucking lecture. Even though I agree with some of the stuff they're saying, I was like, dude, you could have done this so much more nuanced, like a bit of a middle ground. But it could have been, it might as well just had subtitles on the screen that said, if you believe this, or if you don't believe this, whichever scene you're particularly looking at, then you are a bad person. It might as well had that. So the writers have taken it way too far. But obviously it's an election coming up this year in America, and obviously they don't like the the man with the orange skin and the blonde hair. They're trying to do what they can to demonize the right side of the political spectrum so much that they've actually taken it away from the story and taken away the enjoyment. So if you are a writer out there and you do want to do something political, and you do have a certain side or agenda, do not force it, particularly on your neutral readers or viewers. The next thing The Boys season 4 suffers with is tone and consistency. It is very not well hamstrung together as it could be, because there are a lot of good bits in this series, particularly with the way they end it. I thought that was a ballsy decision, and a lot of fanboys of it, like the hardcore ones that are defending season 4, will say, but this was already brought up to it. And it was suggested there was a lot going on in the series that said that this is what it was coming to. But because there's a lot of other stuff going on there that distracts you, it doesn't hit nearly as well as it should. This should have the same feeling that the end of Avengers Infinity War had. But it doesn't. It actually feels really hollow. And there's a lot of these throughout the whole season as well. Character called Huey, we finally saw him step up in this season, and it's the first season. Spoilers coming, so skip 10 or 20 seconds ahead. It is the first time you actually see him kill a person, so not a superhero, a person, in self-defense. And he also has this heartbreaking scene with his dad, which absolutely got to me. I was like, that is amazing. But the next episode, they wanted to have more of a satirical view on the right being, underground fucking paedophiles, which is ironic coming from the left, considering that the left defends the people that Kyle Rittenhouse killed. God, look at his side. I'm not political leaning, but yeah, they've done so much, and they've done it in such a wrong way that even someone like me has been turned off by it. But the ending is the only thing that's got me wanting season 5. So when it comes to writing your story, it has to have some consistency and not just the political forefront, because the story within season 4 doesn't make a lot of coherent sense. So as a new writer out there, assess your story, assess your message, and make sure that the consistency runs all the way through. Now, before I finish up here, you'll see that my shooting in Warzone Ramblings has not been the best, and when this little part here finishes, I'm going to leave the video running so you can hear what I'm dealing with. But basically, my Xbox is not connecting to Xbox Online properly, or particularly when I'm playing Call of Duty, so I'm lagging very, very hard. That is the actual excuse. It's very hard at the moment. But as always, folks, thank you very much for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a cheeky like, and I will see you guys very soon. Much love. Take care. Peace.